up, guys? So I figured today would be a good day to kind of run through kind of my editing process. Maybe I can help somebody out. Maybe there's some questions I can answer. This is a shot of the Jeep that I had a shoot with the other day. Let me go and kick that recorder on. So yeah, maybe I can help answer some questions. Maybe some of you are wondering about automotive photography. This is be a quick little tutorial about how I kind of run through some of the edits. I do have some presets that I use, so this one I'm not going to use them. I'm just going to start from scratch. So the first thing I always do, always, is check your horizon. So we'll get it right there. We'll kind of see. Oh, wrong way. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so with any type of photography, the first thing I already said the first thing. With any type of photography, you're trying to guide light to your subject. So a car is no different. You want to guide light, and you can see where right here there's kind of some light coming in. So we might motivate that light in a little bit, but the first thing I want to do as far as exposure goes is I want to darken up all this foreground and kind of lead the light into the subject. So you can do it with a linear gradient, or you can do it with a brush. I'm going to use a brush on this one. So let's see, might make that a little bit bigger. All right, and then we'll just come through and we'll just paint all this right here. Might get in there too. All right, and then we'll bump this exposure down. Yeah, nice. You can darken the sky too, but I kind of like that background with the river behind it. So I'm gonna leave it alone. And let's maybe add another one. Let's say done, and then let's see what this looks like if we go through and we add another brush right here, and then we take and we can make that bad boy big like that. Then come over here in this corner and overhang just a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Let's see, about maybe like, let's go bigger than that. Go maybe about like right there. Yep, and then we're gonna bump that exposure up just a little bit. Yeah, that kind of just tells you where that light's coming from. So we'll say done. All right, now we'll work on the rest of the image. So with Lightroom now, that update they did back in October, how you can separate your subject, which is, probably the best thing that's happened to photography since digital came around. So we're going to select subject, and I'm doing a screen recording, so it might take just a second for it to separate it. Look how good that separates, man. That's just crazy. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to invert, and you can't do this. If you do it too much, it's going to look cartoonish, and I might not even do it at all. We'll just kind of see. I'm going to bump that exposure down just like a fuzz, and we might kind of bring that contrast up just a little bit. Let's see what that does. Yeah, might bring that exposure down just a little bit more. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Used to do a radial. Oh, I probably just crushed that audio. Used to, we would take a radial filter and do over the car, and you don't have to do that anymore. And so, just select subject. We'll make it pop like that. All right, now we'll kind of work on some of our tones. I use a CPL, but like in this shot, so the CPL, I had a choice between the front windshield and the side glass, and I chose the side glass because usually 9 times out of 10 you can just bring the aqua down and it will pull a lot of that reflection, a lot of the highlights out of that windshield. So when we get to that, I'll show you. All right, so we're gonna bring our highlights down just a little bit. Let's check our shadows by hitting Alt. We're not really crushing anything. Let's see. Yeah, we're actually good, so I'm gonna reset that. Whites. Let's see what happens if we... I tell you what, it's kind of hard doing this while recording. Blacks, Alt, not really crushing anything there. All right, clarity I don't do too much of. We might bump up the vibrance just a little bit. I don't know if y'all can hear my fan just going crazy on my computer right now. And maybe bring up the saturation just a little bit too. If anything, I might bring that clarity down a little bit. Okay. I won't really mess with the curves too much on this image because I don't want it to look too over processed. So here we are in the HSL tab, and like I said, the first thing I do is take the agua and go all the way down. Come down here to agua, all the way down. Right here to agua, go all the way down. And you can see, watch whenever so look in this window right here when I adjust the luminance on this agua, watch. You see it changing? I turn it up, turn it down. So I always bring that down. I'm pretty happy with the red. Ooh, pretty happy with the red on the Jeep. I would like to make those greens punch just a little bit more. So we'll try to maybe bring those up just a little bit. Saturation, just a bump. All right, sharpening. So we'll click on masking and we'll hit Alt. And we'll let the computer catch up. So everything in black is gonna be what's sharpened. I don't know, let's see what that does. We'll bring up the amount just a little bit. Bring up the detail just a little bit. Yeah, that's looking really, really good. Alright, so profile correction, you see I use a 24 to 105, which is my favorite lens for automotive stuff. Chromatic aberration. If you want, you can add a vignette instead of doing the darkening of the ground. You can just do a small vignette and it will work too, but we got this motivated light right here, so I really don't want to put a vignette on it. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with the colors and everything right now. So maybe yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm pretty stoked about that. So here's the trick that I like to use. Some people do it directly in Lightroom. I like to go over to Photoshop and do it. So what I'm gonna do is go to Photo, and I'm gonna go to Edit In. We're gonna scroll over to Adobe Photoshop 2022. This might take just a hot second. It's actually popping up over here, but I'll drag it over. Because I'm doing this on my laptop. Like I said, it's pretty taxing when I'm trying to record and edit in Lightroom and Photoshop, but it should pop up pretty quick. There we go. Come on. Oh, hopefully all y'all having a good weekend out there. And for the ones of you that have been watching my videos, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching and all your support. But there's still a lot of you out there that aren't really into it. So, okay, here we go. We got, boy, that fan is just ripping right now. So this is kind of like, I don't know, like the finer details that really will make your image pop. So one of my goals this year is I want to learn more about Photoshop. This right here is really the only thing that I really know how to do in Photoshop at the moment. But one of my goals is to, my top 2 goals this year is to use my drone more and to do Photoshop more. So while we're here, we're going to go over here to the dodge tool. Boom. All right. And anywhere that you want detail to stand out, or anywhere you see light hitting, is going to make a huge difference with this dodge tool. So like the headlights, look, we're going to just run over them like this. And then down here on these lights, we're going to run over here like this. And on that tag, watch this tag. It just makes it look like, I don't know, makes it look good, makes it look chrome, makes it look shiny. So we just add a little bit there, and we'll do that. And we'll do that light. And as a matter of fact, we'll just go ahead and run all the way across this grill. And it just brings out the detail in that grill. So really I just, and then maybe right here on this Jeep, make that pop. And we'll come over here to the mirrors. The mirrors always tend to be a little bit darker. And so you can just add a little bit. And you know, right here on the handles, probably should have made that smaller, but it's okay. And then here, let's make it just a little bit smaller. And then we'll hit this Cherokee right here. And then we'll come back and we'll make it a little bit bigger. Let's maybe go to, yeah, I was gonna say 125, but, and then look, we're gonna go around these rims. Now you can go through and do the individual lines of the rim. I just go ahead and do basically the whole rim. Now this location was down a dirt road. I did try to clean a lot of the dust off, but you can still see some of the dust on the tires. Oh, look at that. All right. It just really makes the details pop. And so we'll come over here on this chrome, like that. Boom. All right, let's see if we can kind of backlight, and then we'll make it a little bit smaller. We'll just hit things like this. I don't know, I'm pretty happy with that. All right, I see a dent right there that we need to take out too. All right, so next thing is the burn tool. So you just go right back over here and you hold it down and boom, hit the burn tool. And anywhere there's an edge or fall off of light or something like that, I'll take this burn tool, and you gotta be careful because you can really overdo it. So like see this sharp line right here? I'm gonna take this burn tool and I'm just gonna follow that detail. And if you do it right, nobody will ever notice that you did it. That's if you do it right. And like, see like this sharp edge right here? We're just gonna come down that like that. Boom. And maybe, I don't know, maybe right there. Yeah. I don't love that, so we're gonna undo that. And then like, right here, I kind of want to add a little bit of exposure to that. And then let's see, we got a little spot right here, and then right here, and then maybe right here. I don't know, I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe right here across the front, just a little bit. Go on. Just like that. I feel like Bob Ross, a little happy little burn mark. Happy little tree, happy little tree. I don't know, I'm pretty stoked about that. I don't know about y'all. So if you wanted to, you could come through and burn the tires and just make them a little bit darker. Here, let's see. if I can make this size a little bigger, show you what I mean. Let's see if it'll cover up some of that dust. Yeah, let's make that a little bit bigger. Yeah, let's see what happens if we do this. Not enough to really make a difference. I mean, it does help, but yeah, it's okay. All right, I'm pretty stoked with that. That actually looks really good. So we're gonna go up here to File. We're going to go to Save, right there. And it's gonna go, and it'll send it right back to Lightroom. All right, should be back in Lightroom. So let's click over here. Should see all our changes show up. Oh, that dent. I want to fix that dent. Okay, so we're going to go over here to the Band-Aid tool. And we're going to make this little guy pretty small. So let's go smaller than that. Actually, I'll tell you what, let's do this. Done. And then let's zoom in. Yep. And then grab that Band-Aid. And then let's see, we could probably get a little smaller than that. We'll hit it like this. Sure. You know better than I do. Well done. Alrighty. Oh, you know what else I see that I don't like? I wonder if it'll work. Oh, there's a crack in that windshield. Let's grab that Band-Aid tool. And the headrests are up. That drives me crazy. Let's see if I can take that mark in the windshield. Like that. Yep. And let's see if we can get these stickers out of the window too. If we can just get a lot of it, I would be happy. Yeah, sure. If you say so. Yeah. Very good. There seems to be something up there too. Of course, I'm zoomed in. You would never see it. Yep. All right. That looks pretty good to me. Let's back it out and see. Might need to do that again. What are you thinking? Oh no, it reset all of them. Jeez. All right. Yep. And yep. And yep. And yep. Boom, look at all that. That's so cool. God, I love Lightroom. And like even like where this little thing is here that looks stupid, we can take it and be gone. What about you? Be gone. I absolutely love Lightroom. I hate the fact that you have to pay monthly for it though. All right, that's a pretty banging image of a Jeep Grand Cherokee, if you ask me. So what I'm gonna do is go to File, Export, and it is not Lunar Eclipse 2022. It is a banging Jeep Grand Cherokee. Boom. Yeah, that's a banger for sure. Anyway, guys, hope you found that helpful. go try to use that dodge and burn tool in Photoshop, and also remember that Aqua will completely eliminate a lot of that reflection out of the windshield. Other than that, I didn't really do a whole lot to that. I mean, that's just Canon colors. I didn't change the color on the car. I boosted the greens a little bit in the back, which is kind of crazy because I shoot with the EOS R, and it seems to have like kind of a greener hue than other cameras. But I just added a little bit of, took away some exposure in the bottom here, and added a little motivator light up top. Dodged and burned and exported. Boom, that's a banger. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you found it useful or entertaining or whatever. And if you did, hit the like button. Let me know how I'm doing. Feel free to comment. Even if you didn't like it, feel free to hit that dislike button. That lets me know how I'm doing too. Yeah, thanks to all of y'all that subscribed, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I'm gonna try to make some more content. So be good to yourselves. I know you deserve it. Peace.